Hey everyone, I'm Drex, and this is the 2 Minute Drill. There's a lot of security stories in the news these days, a lot of sites to visit, a lot of alerts. It's a lot of reading if you do it. And that's where I come in. I filter through dozens of feeds to find the most important stuff healthcare leaders need to know about cybersecurity. And that all goes into this micro podcast, the 2 Minute Drill. 3 hot security stories twice a week and sometimes a little extra commentary sauce on the side, all in one easy to watch bite sized clip that's perfectly sized for sharing. Today's 2 Minute Drill is brought to you by Enterprise Health, a health catalyst company. It turns out you can reduce the time and effort needed for third party risk assessments by up to 50% using Enterprise Health's Blueprint Gen AI technology. Security, compliance, and peace of mind. Find out more at enterprisehealth.com. Thanks for joining me today. Here's some stuff you might want to know about. You probably know by now that more than 3/4 of all breaches can be traced back to stolen identities. Bad guys buy usernames and passwords off the dark web and then log into networks or applications of their choice. And that's a problem with what we call human identities. Those are tied to people. But there's a next wave of identity problems that a recent survey shows 88% of security leaders are worried about: machine identities. One way to think about machine identities might be that they're little programs or tokens or certificates or service accounts that take specific actions as part of a workflow process. They're usually behind the scenes. Most end users would never need to know specifically how machine identities work or even that they exist at all. But now you do. And cyber thugs are taking advantage of these machine identities more and more often. Part of the reason is the growing complexity of our environment, often tied to cloud computing and how those machine identities are tied to authentications across cloud providers or applications or your local data center. Like anything else you're trying to secure, the first step is to know all the machine identities on your local and cloud environment and understand what they have permissions to do. There's 2 good articles about this challenge on the news site at thisweekhealth.com/news. One other quick story. This one's from TechCrunch. They talk about all the cybersecurity stories that they were jealous that they didn't get to first in 2024. I like the story because honestly, there's a few non-healthcare stories included in that list that are really interesting. And it made me think that sometimes I should, you know, include some of those in the 2 Minute Drill too. So I'll try to do better this year. Oh, and one more thing. Today I published a top 24 breaches of 2024 document. Look for it on LinkedIn or message me if you miss it, and I'll send a copy of it to you directly. I'm Drex at thisweekhealth.com. Today's 2 Minute Drill was brought to you by Enterprise Health, a health catalyst company. Security, compliance, and peace of mind. It's the unified risk management approach that makes Enterprise Health and their Blueprint technology different. Find out more at enterprisehealth.com. That's it for today's 2 Minute Drill. Thanks for being here and Happy New Year. I'll see you around campus.